So, just a few quick things before I get into this video. I'm sorry that it's been so long since I posted. I didn't mean to do that, but shit happened. I promise that I'll get better at this whole YouTube thing as I do it more and more. And I do want to set a schedule for myself that I can maybe follow. And it's not going to be like an every day or every week thing, because I don't think I'd be able to do that. But my plan is to post a video at least every 2 weeks. I'm not gonna put a set date for myself though, because I'll just forget about it, and it'll just be easier for me if I just put a 2 week gap type thing. Anyways, now about this video, I was binging Lavendertowne recently, and I came across her video where she took a bunch of like different Buzzfeed quizzes and made a character out of it, and it seemed like a really fun idea, and I decided to try it. And I'll link that video in the description, because you should definitely check it out along with her channel, because she's been a big inspiration to me. And now let's really get into this video. So the first thing I took a quiz for is how old the character I was making was gonna be. And I've found this quiz, how old are your taste buds, based on the cakey build. And I ended up getting 15, so I just tried to make my character look, like a younger teen. And I took this quiz, and depending on who my perfect celebrity matches, then my character would match their gender. So like if I had got Ryan Reynolds, I'd just make my character a dude, and if I had got Gal Gadot, I'd make my character a girl. And then in the end, I just got Aquafina. And if I'm being honest, I don't actually know who that is, but the character ended up being a girl. The next thing I did is I went through and I took a bunch of different tests to figure out what the character's personality was going to be. One of them, I picked out a bunch of different Oreo flavors to see if she'd be an extrovert or an introvert, and I ended up getting introvert for that one. I then designed a bakery to see what pastry matches her personality, and I got a baklava. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right at all.
Baklava.
At all. I've never heard of that pastry before in my life. Which I guess just meant that she has a lot of layers. And as you get to know her, you'll find out more things you love about her. I then took this quiz to get both a main color for her palette and just a little bit more of a personality type thing, and I got purple. And I guess that means she likes being creative and has an adventurous spirit. Then I just, took a normal personality test for the hell of it, and it basically just added on to being the whole creative thing. And most of what the quizzes actually gave me is pretty hard to draw, but I definitely, tried my best. Now that I had age, gender, and personality, I needed clothes. And the best way to get those would be to get an aesthetic. I actually ended up doing 2 aesthetic quizzes. The first one I got campcore, and if I'm being honest, it just made me think of like Woobsy type clothing, because I've never heard of campcore, so I wasn't exactly sure what it was, and that's why I ended up doing another one just to like add on to it kind of. And I got granola aesthetic, which I guess basically just backed up the whole outside campy adventurous vibe that I got from campcore. Then the final thing I needed was an hair and eye color, and I found this quiz where I picked some desserts and it gave me both hair and eye color. And of course I didn't get anything exciting like, blue eyes and blue hair. I just ended up getting brown eyes and brown hair. I didn't get any fun hair colors, so. And now it's time to get into my actual drawing bit of this video. But see, the thing is, I had to end up using Procreate's automatic video thing, because as I was doing this, I didn't realize that my iPad ran out of storage, and it didn't save any of the videos that I tried recording. And honestly, that low-key sucks, but, life happens, and I made it work. Now, all I was doing here was just creating some clothes by looking on Pinterest, looking for ideas for campcore, outdoorsy type vibes. And then I started to do a color palette for her because I wanted to get that worked out before I even started like actually doing the drawing. And the first thing I did was I did a green undertone, and it didn't really fit well. I didn't feel like the colors really, matched her at all. And then I remembered that purple was supposed to be the main color. And then I just tried it again and I did some purple undertones, and I actually ended up liking it way better. It just fits so much better with like her character. When I was thinking about how I wanted this drawing to go, I didn't know what I would do until I got the campcore. And then I decided I would just put it in a forest. And, I was just looking for ideas for a background on Pinterest because I literally go on Pinterest for everything I need. And I ended up finding this photo of this like forest, and there's like a log that had fallen onto the ground, and it gave me the inspiration to draw her sitting on a stump. And let me tell you, this pose was really difficult to draw, and I didn't realize how weird that leg position is and how weird it would look. It was difficult trying to figure out how the clothes would be in that pose. But I think I did an okay job at it. To me, the leg still looks a little off. I'm not quite sure what I could do to fix it. Then again, the color was easy since I'd already figured all that out, and all I had to do was just, shading and highlights. Oh, speaking of which, should I make a tutorial for YouTube on how I draw? Because I had started doing some on TikTok, but there's only so much that you can do in a minute. So if you guys would be interested, let me know in the comments, because I've had a lot of people on TikTok ask me for them, but again, it's hard to do a tutorial when you're, when you have that 1 minute time limit. On one little note, I did something pretty dumb, and I, throughout this whole thing, I kept forgetting some of the things that I got for the quizzes. And one of the things that I forgot about was that it said brown hair and brown eyes, and I accidentally made them green because I wanted it to fit with, like, the whole forest thing. So, whoops. Well, that's basically all I have to say, especially because I'm not used to doing any form of voiceovers. But if y'all want me to do more, just, let me know, and I can definitely add more voiceovers into my videos. And I'm not sure exactly where in this video this is going to land, but if it's still going, enjoy the rest of it. Follow my social medias, which I'll have linked in the description. Do all that basic YouTube junk that everybody tells you to do. Anyway, bye.